fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. All right, so it's been a week. So tired, so busy, but I've been doing stuff around the trading and I have not had time to make a video. So rest assured, definitely been practicing, but this will be the first one I've done just, for the channel this week. Kitty is doing all right. And I've got music playing in the background. So if you see me doing weird things like that's because I'm jamming to stuff you can't hear while we're doing this. Anyway, so back to searching for my setup in price. I want to show you some stuff that I saw today. It's hard for me to paper trade stuff while I'm working. It's been really busy, but I got a couple in, small tiny ones, and I did not set my limit order for the big boy. Anyway, if that sounds like a good time, let's go check it out. All right, let's get tiny. Let's get into our. I gotta reboot this every time I do this, y'all. Ooh, so as I'm getting back in here, seeing how my nice, it's coming along nicely. Mostly expecting it to come all the way up here, but it's the end of the day, so that's the end of it right there. So I'll just close that puppy out. Actually, I would have closed it out probably here, but whatever. Anyway, so and you might see me pause as I go to adjust the music. Tell you what, why don't we use our trusty back testing for this purpose. And ESM is where we're at. The June contract. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the 15-minute on this end. Actually, I don't think that's going to even work. So let's just single it out. Set my background here. Oh, I didn't change it back. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I do want to make a couple of changes to the background, though. This is solid. I didn't realize I'd messed this up that badly. All right, let's do that. Dang, girl. All right. Let's go to the daily and let's see the Mishima that we've been dealing with today. So from yesterday, they took out the lows and they've been they worked their way up into probably just a little bit above consequent encroachment on this yesterday's wick. They just tapped it and stopped. So let's like notate that just cause. All right. All right, and we rolled up into bullish order blocks. So we've been flying away. If they take this out, that'll confirm bullishness. Because we're from a seasonal tendency perspective, we are pushing into a point where the S&P normally rises, and we can take a quick gander at that. I have finally saved it so it's easy to see. Yeah, so we're entering this point where it starts to rally. And it looks like it likes, at least this was the last 2 years. It's wow. It's a lot of rallying all the way. That's crazy. But we'll use the 20 and 15 year as a better guide. So for those guys, we're coming in with slight rise, not as big. The 10 years, the purple, and that's got more of a positive trend than the last 5 years has been a lot more aggressive. But anyway, all right. So let's dive into today's price action and see if we could have traded it. So I'm gonna go down to the 4 hour And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find midnight Thursday. Yeah, we're just going to hit the replay button and then try and see if we could trade the day. Stop there. All right, then we're going to drop down to the 15-minute and see where it lands us. All right, 9:45. So from the daily, it's kind of unknown what to do with it, but let's take a look at the 4-hour. So from the 4-hour, it's bullish, right? 1 hour bullish. I'm gonna note this order block down here. Just gonna bullish order block. You guys heard the song, the Scat Man? That's what's playing right now. So we're gonna drop that in there. And so the high of Thursday was all the way up here at 40.39.50, and the low of Thursday is all the way down here, 39.48.75. So we have this order block. So I'm just gonna also note that since we are looking like we're turning around, I'm just gonna note sell side down here, buy side up here, and for our wick here, so I'm gonna just note constant encroachment of that wick as well. Just areas of interest for the day for me. If I wasn't, at my day job, is what I would be doing in preparation for the day, and then checking to see what news would be coming out. So let's see, Forex Factory, and it's Friday, right? So we had 8:30 core retail sales, and some European stuff at 4:15 in the morning, and then something else at 9:45 for the US. So lots of little areas to pay attention to, right? All right, let's drop down to the 15 minutes. So got a fair value gap here. SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So they've come back up to rebalance that. And it looks like they're hanging out inside of it. Just gonna note it. I'm gonna randomly start singing too, so don't judge me, okay? So in my mind, buy side's all the way up here. I'm sure there'll be like smaller targets to play with in the lower time frames, but that's it for now. And no fair value gap down here. It's hanging out in this one. They're so close together, I can keep using that guy. So what time is it? 9:45. So if I were to like specify the CBDR potential range, this to 8 o'clock. Let's use the bodies, huh? So that would be the CBDR range. Oh yeah. Central bank digital range. And then the Asian range is forming now. Oh, duty this morning was somewhat annoying. Let's see. All right, so looks like let's let price move forward. Let's see what happens at midnight. Let's push it forward. So I still have a hard time longing. Shorting is easier for me to understand. Okay, so we have midnight. I'm just going to note the opening price. And then I'm also going to note 0 GMT. They're close enough together. I'm not going to bother with adding a second one, so just note that. All right, so we're hanging out inside this fair value gap from the higher time frame, and we've just opened. So we're at what, 5 minutes? Consolidating. So what do I need? I need some kind of movement. Either, take something out or take this out, some kind of break in a direction. So I'm gonna let it sit on the 5 minutes. And generally at this time, before 2 a.m. for the London session, because that's where we're at right now, we may or may not find something, but we're just kind of hanging out. Oh, let me see if there's any kind of new day opening. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Sorry, I just wanted the gap. Did that literally kill my whole thing? Oh, dang it. We're around here, and now we kind of have some idea as to what's happening. But I'm expecting some sort of Judas swing, right? Let's make this a little less. And I guess I'm cheating a little bit now that I know, but once it drops, like I said, I need some sort of shift. So, yeah. It's midnight, we've trailed up, still pretty close. I haven't done anything. So, and you know what? Just for funsies, let's go ahead and add the NASDAQ in here. And the Dow. So we can look for SMT divergence. I want to get comfortable using those to help me out here. Okay, so dead. Nothing to do. All right, so just had a shift. We taking these out yet? Okay, let me adjust these. Okay, everybody's in alignment for now. Right. Let's maximize this thing here. Now, what is up here that it might be reaching for? We've got order blocks right there. Volume imbalance right there. So 3997, 3997.50, very small one. Just gonna note it just so I remember it's there. Eventually I won't have to do something. Just note the top of it. Ah, right. And I have consequent encroachment on that wick from the daily candle to take into consideration. What time is it? 3:45. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this fair value gap. Let's drop down to the 1 minute. See what's happening here. Okay. See if there's anything to the left here that we need to think about. Oh, relatively clean highs there, so we'll go ahead and assume there's buy side above here. And there is a volume imbalance fair value gap. I'm just going to denote both. Yes. It's getting busy. Right, so that's where like, yep. And let's see what's the Dow doing? It's flat top there. So flat top there, trading in sync. Let's continue moving it forward. They rebalance that volume imbalance. Price that up there. So volume imbalance right in there. What time is it? 3:53. Oh, I wouldn't be awake for this, so I'm not as concerned. Let's see here. So 3:47, there's news about to come out, right? So if this can hold it up, then I'm expecting it to come back down. They're going to want to fill that in though. Rejection. Let's see if they can break past it. I've been coming down for this guy. Maybe we can get like 5 handles down to this. Let's test it out. See where to take a short from here. Just want 20 handles. Let's go for 20. My general feel is like 8. 8 ticks is all I need. But I'm just curious here. So the Dow hasn't really made a higher high, has it? Let's see what it's doing. If it takes out this low, then I'll feel like a short's in order. Whoa. That the news probably just came out, right? The pre-movement. So best to wait and let all of that play out before you do anything. But we have a nice shift. What has it left us? Fair value gap up in here, order block, and so we'll see. Hold on, coming back up. All right, so let's assume break. Do I have a breaker block? I don't know if that's gonna hold it up. If this holds it up, then we can probably take the short from here. But if it comes up, I want to take it from here. I want to see this hold up the price. They're like, I'm not giving you no chance to do nothing. That's what happens sometimes. So down here, we have sell side. Right back at the opening price. So let's let that. I took it. Wow, they're just like reaching for that opening range gap, huh? This is on the 1 minute. Probably would have had opportunities like if you're trading the seconds, but that's a pretty steep drop back into it pretty quickly. I didn't even check this price action. This is it's crazy. All right, what do I want to see coming into here? Let's zoom in on this, right? So small fair value gap here. I think it's going to come back up to the opening price. I don't want to see them go past this level right here. Now I should also take note of the new week. Pop this in here. So I want to see 39.8250. Mm. All right, let's see what's up. Hmm. Let's see here. So we were going long. So do we have an opportunity for a breaker in here? Let me just drop down very sharply. Sell side's taken. What's the highest? We'll see. We'll get an opportunity here. Just gotta wait. With all of this, I have to assume it's not going to be all that exciting. It's also this guy right here that I should have paid attention to. Hmm. Maybe I adjust because we had all this sell side taken. They, knocked it out. Trying to see if I have a breaker in this general vicinity. I feel like there's probably a breaker up here to match with this order block. So the highest area, I should have a low, lower, low. No, sorry, a high, higher, high, and then drop. So I could be losing my mind and it's over here. Let's figure it out. Let's continue moving price forward. Okay, we're taking a tap this. What time is it? 4:22. Okay, we're coming back in. Let's take a look at the for like high, higher, high breakdown. Maybe it's this one. Let's see what price does around here. Let's just make it purple to say whatever. Or blue, whatever. I'm tired. This will be a bearish breaker. The base of the green candles. High, higher, high. Assume that's the breaker right there. So what I want is a short from here with a stop loss above there, and with the expectation that they're going to roll into this thing and take out consequent encroachment and even reach down into this bullish 4-hour. What would this give us? 80 ticks? Let's see if I'm right. Let's jump down to say 2 minutes. Okay. So there we are. Let's trust it and sell. Stop loss above this thing. Like, how much is that, by the way? Given that I got something on the up candle, let me put it above that. 22 ticks. Let's aim for 20 ticks at most. bring this over. And let's see. We've got buy side under here. Sorry, sell side under there. So let's, okay. All right. There's that option. I'll take this slow. Well, those two are pretty much overlapping, so let's assume we can get all the way down here. We'll watch price and see what it does as each candle forms. So we're in. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. What time is it? 4:36 in the morning. It got repelled from down here, so if it's looking like it's not trying to get all the way down there, I might go ahead and acting as resistance. All right. 4:38. It's not bad, but let's see what I'm looking for. And the breaker is the right one. So beautiful. Nice, nice. Come on, you can do it. Oh man, what a move, right? 444. Now let's think about how I would be trailing my stop, right? I'm almost to where I want to have my take profit. I would be putting um, my stop loss into profit break even, or at least at minimum 250, right? Something like that. Sorry, that should be stop loss. All right, just tap the edge of this. So I don't know if it's going to continue, and honestly, that's beautiful. But let's assume that I have trailed this down a little further. Looks it's looking like it wants to hold it down. I'm gonna flatten and ah okay. There we go, turning around. So I'll take that. That's a good nice run. And that's a resistance free run from my perspective, right? So and that took how long? 24 minutes, $4,000. I don't work so hard for that kind of money, you know? All right, so that's the first setup for a short, which I find so much easier to deal with, right? So the setup is simple. Nice juicy break like this. Find a breaker block on a higher time frame coupled with a fair value gap that it roll into and target. All right, so I'm out of that. 4:52 in the AM, so not doing anything else for the moment. Let's see. All right, so that's the first setup. Done and dusted, bagged. Let's remove that. Let's continue to watch. Let's clean this up and let's continue to watch price. So we're rolling up. So if we're going to continue downward to take out this consequent encroachment, I I don't want to see it take out or get close to any of this, although it might to come back to the order block, probably this order block. I don't want it to go past here. We're going to tap the top of that. Okay. There she blows. Like I said, I'm not getting into any trades. I just had a nice one, so it's a good opportunity to learn to take a break and chill and then just enjoy the music that's playing, and jam. Now this is also a very nice shift as well. Uh, given where we are, it's like a higher high, trade down. Huh. Be a breaker right there, maybe. Let's see. But again, not trading, just had a good run, so I'm not gonna fight it. Let's see what the base of this is right here. The low of that candle is 39.7350. The high of this candle is 39.7450. So, entry could have been right there. And write it back down again. Let's see. But this is why you don't, run right back into another trade. So, just to visualize it, I want to see this hold up first. It's obviously not going to, so it looks like we're turning around. Then it come back up into this guy. Let's see. Let's go back up to the higher time frame. 5 minutes. That's looking very good. Okay. So we have to submit the time. So we got up early, we got lucky, we found something. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. All right, we're looking good there. Symmetry. And the Dow. Looking good. Everybody's in sync, so I'm happy. I'm probably just gonna wait until after. When I move like that, I'll probably wait until like 10 o'clock or something. Go take a nap. Down she goes. It's 5 minutes. Back to the 1 minute. Okay, so on the 1 minute, so yeah, came back into this order block. This fair value gap right here. And actually, this one was the one that it was using as resistance, basically. Tapped it and took this out. Fair value gap dropped. Still not taking any trades because I've already got a good initial run. I'm happy with it. So it's 5:28 in the morning. This is when London's at lunch, right? So London moves down. Or, let's see. I'm gonna take these lows out. Let's leave these guys up so we can see what they're doing at the same time. So the Dow's taken that low out a little bit. We haven't made it there yet. Just took it. Still hasn't taken it on the NASDAQ. Well, this looks like it's just consolidating, so I'm gonna go up to a higher time frame for now. And in fact, let's just say I took a nap and let's move ourselves over to like 10 o'clock. See if we find something in the morning. Could have held it for the sell side. What time is it? 6 o'clock. I took it out. I have to go back to bed after that. Or move myself into, I probably would have been stopped out as I moved back up into this thing. Yeah. Because I'm not giving up that profit. 6:30. Let's wait for all the news to happen. So we've been going down, just pushing through. Let's get to a time where we can do some stuff. 9:30. All right, let's go back to the 1 minute. Let's remove this one. They're at this bullish 4-hour order block hanging out. Time is it? Okay, 9:44. Let's see. So we have a shift here. Upward. we have a bullish order block. A little break here. We were coming down, and then shift, roll back up into this constant parchment area here. Now, what are we doing? Let's see. So this order block here, okay. I haven't taken any lows out on the way up. Just took that one out. So let's see. I might wait until 10 o'clock to do anything. Good reason, too. It's probably like a new week opening gap in this general vicinity. 39.42. Let's see. 39.49, 39.47. Okay. 39.63.75. Let's just note those. 39.63.75. Let's just note that new week opening gap. All right. And then the next one was 39.65. These things are very, very important, and price loves to hang out. 39. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch it. Oh, 39, 48.50. 48.50. Oh, wow, we are like deep inside this thing right here. All right, let's get the midpoint. I'm gonna try and eyeball it. Approximation. Okay. So we're kicking it hardcore inside of here. All right. So we turned bullish here, and what time is it? 9:46. Fair value gap holding price here. It's busted through this guy, so coming down for some sell side down here. Let's note it so we know what we're looking for. Hey, kitty's back. Let me drink some water. And then, of course, low hanging fruit buy sides all the way up here. But I feel like they're going to want to reprice inside of here. So, just gotta wait. This is all choppy. Just gonna wait. Oh, hey, kitty. What's up, buddy? You go, boys. 38 minutes. You guys want to see kitty? Let's have it up. Get kitty. Yay. He's walking around. Let's just see if we can find one more setup for the morning. And if we don't, it has to be as clear as the first one. All right. Now let's take a look at these guys. What are they looking like? Sharper drop. All right. So I'm going to be referencing them very often. To continue. All right, so for me right now, I need them to take something out, like, because they're inside of this thing, it can be really finicky. Getting to it is great. Let me just make sure I've got it right. 39.63.75. We're at 48.50. Yeah. Sorry, I need to. Okay, go. Okay, let's keep moving this forward. What have we done? I mean, you've taken these guys, these guys, these guys. Per ICT, they could potentially still, move the price upward. So let's see. What time is it? 9:52. Ah, there it is. Move price up. Okay. We're at midpoints. Got a shift here. Did it leave us anything juicy? Fair value gap in here. Kind of like the ones that give me breakers, right? So for the bearish breaker, it would have to be higher low, lower low, trade through it. So higher low, lower low, trade through it. So let's continue. I got nothing. All right. You need to take this high out for me to feel comfy. I didn't take it out. Let's see. With this wick right here, feeling. Oh, good for you. I took it out. Oh, sorry. Haha. Guess I'm not taking any trades until it's like really, really obvious. You know, like a break apart. You want that? Bring it up. Look at how it's finding support here. Let me just double check what's happening at this point here. All right. Let's see. Fair value gap from all the way over there. Let's see how it behaves. Shallow run through. We're hanging out at the top. Let's see how the other two are looking. Also referencing it. I haven't taken it out on the NASDAQ. Very shallow run through on the Dow. Okay. Nothing crazy there. Let's make sure we stay on top of time. So it's 10:05. So whatever's going to happen might happen. Okay, so getting rejection. This wick. So if it drops and gives me like wicks here, I might be able to take like a 5-panel rundown. All right. Nice. Still not good enough yet, but it might be trying to reprice back further down. All right. Let's say we did do that. Let's do. You know what? No, it's not my setup. So it's a setup that I'm thinking about. We're at the halfway point too. So, but it's leave it to my exact setup for now. There you go. That's why I'm like, nah, let me not touch it because I don't know. So, all right, I'm digging back into that gap. Okay, so give me something juicy. 9, 10, 16. We're at the halfway point. Shallow shift here. I don't like it. I don't mind my business. It could just be coming back into this order block right here with the tiny fair value back right here. So, wrong. Well, they came back to the base of this, which is to be expected. Okay. Going up. All right. All right. Let's just note the buy side. That's all the way up here. See. Let's clear that out. I've used this up a lot, so let's maybe use that up a bunch. Let's clean up a little bit. All right. Put the 5 minute. I need a clear, like this nice break here, clear retracement back into the breaker. Beautiful. That's not it. 2 minutes. I might not get something else. I mean, I got one good run earlier in the morning. I don't see exactly what I want. I'm not gonna rush it. Now we know they're gonna take this buy side up here. At the top of this thing, if they can turn this into support, would this be able to get us 5 handles? I'm gonna say like 22 handles. Thinking about bees, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about bees. That. Let's see. Order blocks all the way down here, so not pressing the button, just hype and a hypothesis. Ugh, forget words out. More water. Why we don't do stuff. So we have this order block right here, fair value gap. Bullish, so in the middle of this thing. This thing, they might come all the way down here. Volume imbalance. BISI, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. They're rebalancing it. Also, they can come all the way back down here. What time is it? 10:43. Mind my business. Order block, volume imbalance, midpoint. I'm still working out dealing with this. So I'm gonna wait for like a proper break. It's very, when you're zoomed in, it seems like it's a lot, but it's very choppy. I want either a nice break below here or a nice break up here to mirror what happened in the morning. If not, I'm not taking diddly squat. So let's move the 5 minute along because sometimes I can get stuck on the 1 minute. Okay. All right. So let's go down to 1 minute. All right. So what do we have? We have a shift below here. So I have a high, a higher high, and a break below. So my order block would actually be right here, I think. Actually, sorry. This is the highest green candle, so right there, right in the middle of that. So let's see if the breaker block, see if that works for us a second time. This is a bearish breaker block. Guess we are using blue, but since let's make it orange for now. And where would we be heading towards? There's a sell side all the way down here. Let's do a little hold on. Work this out. Let's also let's do a little like, so if we're going below this guy, then we'd be aiming for this 39, 29, 25. I don't know if we can get that. And let's check our other indices here, our other futures. Okay, everybody's in alignment. Taking that out. Taking that out. All right. So I'm gonna zoom out. So on the 5 minutes. Still in this. Honestly, I still need a better, like, I think I need a better move. It already came back up into this guy and dropped. There's another break right there. So my idea is for an entry here if they choose to go back up. Let's see. If I don't get it, that's fine. It's not my perfect setup. It's coming. I'm gonna stop loss right above here. Winged it. I think I'm using the breaker wrong. Honestly, it's not quite right, is it? I'm not taking it because I don't understand it. Volume imbalance in there, so they could try and roll up into it. Let's see how they behave when they get to here. Not very clean. This is gonna this is making me work for it. Like this is making me work really hard for it. What time is it? 11:29? Nope, not taking anything. Let's just let price move forward. It's too choppy. We'll leave that alone. See? Move that up. They reprice back up into that thing again. All right, so let's move price into the 1 o'clock time frames. 11:50. It's a nice break there. Now we can. All this up here is potential. Buy side taken there. I don't even have a bias at this point. Isn't that crazy? I've just been taking the swings that make the most sense. So I want to wait until, let's go to the 1 minute here. Let's see what's happening. All right, so we rolled up into the buy side. Beautiful equal lows here. Fair value gap down here. Big, beautiful break right here. Okay, so might have something juicy to play with. So big break. This is clean. Look. High, higher high. Sorry. Doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. Low, lower low, roll up, breaker. So this is what I'm looking for right there. This is the entry that I'm going to take right there. Stop loss below here. So let's see if it comes back down. So taking a long. Do we have a new week opening gap up there? Let's check. 39.80 something. 39.80 something. Not that I know of. Okay. So let's just see what's up there in terms of for aiming. Okay, so maybe for them to come back and take more of that out. This is a nice scenario. This fits into what I want. All right. Come to mama. The tip of that. Whenever they enter into here, it always kind of scares me, you know. So let's where I want to be. Let's hit buy. It would limit order would have been here, but we don't have a lot of choice. So stop loss below here. See how that would work out. And for an aiming, from our aiming perspective, let's use this base. All right, so let's try and it's gonna take this high out. We'll just get the rest of that in. Opening price. Let's see. Ooh. Am I wrong? But that's where my entry would be, not here. So not so bad. Nice juicy move upwards. So let's let it play. Acting as resistance. I like that. I'm just gonna write us up into this fair value gap up here. That's probably a smart move. Let's see. Come on, you can take it. Still here. Fair value gap in here. That's holding it down. I need it to bust through. You can do it. You know you want to go up. Come on. All right. Yes. Here we go. All right. So I want him to come in here and deal with this fair value gap up here. My general thoughts are that to the very end of it, and move stop loss. Let's continue. When I get closer to it, we'll see how it behaves around here. Yeah. Now, if it's looking like it's gonna turn around, then I'm gonna move. Oh, it's at the base of this thing. Guys, I'm tripping. I forgot about the gap. It might come back down. Is there anything to hold it up? Zoom in here. All right. Let's pull this over. See if this can hold it up. Act as resistance, support. Okay. All right. When we get out of here, we'll have it's like pulling teeth. There you go. So we're almost to where I want. So I would be moving my stop loss to better than break even. Right there. Just let it play. Okay, we just tapped it. If we can't clear this, then I'll just go ahead and close it. Coming in nicely. A little bit of a rejection at the opening price. If we get rejected once or twice more, then I'll close it. Still looking good and bullish. Ooh. All right. I'll do one more and then. All right. So we know where we want to go. If it can't hold this up, Come on, you can hold it. All right, so I'm gonna flatten and take my winnings and keep it moving. It probably will go higher, and I should have taken it at the opening price or when I tap this, but that's okay. And you know, I don't feel bad about it if it goes up there now. I made a choice, and that is all. See, and then we'll close this one out. Time is it? 1 o'clock. It's like we're turning around, consolidating. Fair value gap is active resistance. Yeah, so I'm happy that I took my profits. All right, guys. I think that's good. So, two good setups of the types that I wanted for the model. So I'm going to basically be continuing to look for these over and over again. Long, short, long, short. If it's in consolidation, leave it alone. Wait for a proper break. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Done. And just practice entering and not being like hesitant to do so. All right, guys. Happy trading. Enjoy the weekend. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know how your process is going, like how your journey is going as well down in the comments. I love to hear them and respond to you. All right. Shakira, out.